Hey friends, it's Jackeline here. In today's video, I'm bringing you my review, swatches, demo, and comparisons on the brand new Tom Ford Extreme Quad 01 Mercurial. But before we get started, and if you're new here, I hope that you will consider and subscribe to my channel, ring that post notification bell so you don't miss any of my uploads, and come and follow me on my Instagram. And now, if you want to see all the details about this new Tom Ford Quad, then just keep on watching. So we have been seeing already sneak peeks of this new Tom Ford Extreme Mercurial Eyeshadow Quad. And honestly, as soon as I saw it, I'm like, oh, that speaks my language. But on the other side, I thought, you know what? It looks a lot like one of my favorite palettes, which is Honeymoon. So today I'm gonna be swatching it, reviewing it, and I'm gonna be giving you comparisons. Anyhow, my friends, this quad right here costs $88. I was able to get my hands on it through Tom Ford's website, but I will keep you posted as soon as it comes available at different retailers. Say hopefully it comes to Sephora, because right now the Sephora holiday savings event just started, and for those who are Rouge members, they get 20% off. I mean, all the details. You know what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna be leaving it on the description box below too, just in case. And I have done a recommendations video, also a wish list, so if you want to take a look at that after you watch this video, you're welcome to. Anyhow, friends, so this is it. And now this palette right here is made in Italy. Now it was like 3 or 4 years ago, Tom Ford came out with his Extreme formula in mono eyeshadows, and honestly they were not really a hit. Like, everybody was like, they look so amazing on the pan, but really the performance wasn't really there. So oh well. And then last year he came out with the Tom Ford Extreme Badass palette, which I actually made a review on it, and I will say that overall performance was okay, but the only dot right there, I will put a picture right here, it was the wine burgundy shade. It looks so vibrant in the pan, it looks so beautiful, but when you apply it on your eyelid, there was nothing burgundy, nothing wine. I mean, like, at the end, I just got a smoky eye, regardless if I was using the wine color or just keeping into those gray pewter tones. So, I mean, it was sad, because what happened is when you see the Extreme Quads, they look like the wet and dry formula, but they are the Extreme formula. So okay, I'm gonna stop rambling right here, but I just want to give you that point of reference right there. Now the good thing is I have high hopes on this one right here, because of what I have seen from friends that they have been able to get their hands on these on different countries, and they have shown us swatches on their Instagram accounts. It seems like it's a good formula, so we're gonna try and we're gonna see what happened right there. So sure you want to see the whole thing right here. Okay, so the quad comes in this beautiful gray suede pouch. It has the Tom Ford right here. I mean, very pretty. And now the quad itself, let me show it to you. I mean, this is gonna be fingerprint central right here. So it's silver, just like last year it was also silver. And then it says Tom Ford right here, and now let's just open it up. Okay, so I still have the protector right there. Let me take it out so you can take a look at it a little bit closer. So you receive your protector as well as your applicators. And there you go, here it is, the beauty. I mean, I think it's honestly gorgeous. Such a lovely palette. Yes, and I know what you're thinking. It does look a lot like Honeymoon. But you know what? Let's just finish my makeup and let me get you closer. We're gonna go through the swatches, the eyeshadow look, and then we go into the comparisons. And by the way, something that I wanted to note is that the applicators, instead of having the metal part being gold as per, like, for example, the permanent line from Tom Ford Quads or like Soleil collection on these Extreme Quads, they are silver. So I mean, just little details here and there. Already done. So now let's go into swatches. let me just go very lightly with my Scott Barnes number 62 brush, and I'm gonna go into this shade right here first. Sonia G Mini Booster and the darker shade, and I'm gonna take this shade and I'm just gonna apply it on the outer V, and I'm just gonna smoke it out just a little bit right there. Okay, this shade has a lot of pigmentation. I'm going to this pink champagne shade with my Smith 253 brush. I'm gonna go ahead and wet it, and I'm applying it on the inner portion of my eyelid all the way until it meets with the other shades. Refer 02 brush and this cranberry shade, and I'm taking it on my lower lash line, Sonia G flat definer and the darkest shade on the pan, and I'm gonna apply this shade completely dry on my upper lash line, and then I'm gonna work it on my lower lash line too, just on the outer third, and I'm gonna connect it and I'm gonna create a wing. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? You guessed it. I'm gonna intensify with some MAC Fix Plus. Refer 03 brush and this champagne shade. And first I'm gonna apply it completely dry on my brow bone, going into the same shade with the same brush, but right now I'm gonna apply it wet. And I'm gonna apply it on my inner corners. Now that I have you here closer, I want to show you the 01 Mercurial Quad versus Honeymoon. To me, Honeymoon looks a little bit warmer in tone, but let's go ahead and swatch it and compare it. I'm going to top first with Mercurial, and I'm going to go to this shade. And then this shade right here is a little bit more, true kind of like champagne golden tone, while the one from Mercurial, it's, like a brighter, cooler champagne. Now let's go into this beautiful pink tone, and then let's go for this one. Two completely different tones. Let's go for the obvious one, this cranberry tone, and then this one right here, Honeymoon. Okay, to be honest with you, to me, these are pretty much identical. Top Mercurial, bottom Honeymoon. I will say Honeymoon is perhaps just a dash deeper, but very close. Now let's go into the deepest shade, and then this shade right here. Okay, the one from Mercurial is definitely a little bit more cooler in tone, and that's what we are seeing across the board with Mercurial. Now, I'm very curious on something. You know that I had been really loving the First Frost Quad, although it doesn't seem like there's nothing alike. You know what? The pinky tone, it's kind of like, well, perhaps the pinky tone from First Frost, it has a little bit more pink in it, but I just want to go ahead and swatch it since I have you here. So it's this shade right here, Mercurial, and then this shade from First Frost. So the one from First Frost, it's deeper. This is the one from First Frost. And now into my final thoughts about this Mercurial Quad from Tom Ford. I will have to say, let's talk about formulation. This formula, chef's kiss, amazing. I feel that this is the wet and dry formula, but in steroids. Because it's just so intense. You can go with a fluffy brush, build it up, it's not patchy, there's no fallout, and there's so much pigmentation, and the shades, they stay true to color, which that's what I was looking for from this Extreme Quad. I mean, it is gorgeous. And now to the question that I'm sure all of you are gonna be asking me is, if I already have Honeymoon, should I get Mercurial? Okay, the two deepest shade at Mercurial, they are, yes, very close to Honeymoon, but there's a subtle difference. That subtle difference is that Mercurial is cooler in tone and Honeymoon is warmer in tone. So that is right there where you will find the differences. Like even on the deeper shade, and this deeper shade right here, it does have a little bit more, although I mean it's true to color, it does have a little bit more of like a brown base versus the one from Honeymoon. So that's the difference right there. Now on the eyelids, that difference may be just way too subtle to justify the purchase, but I think what it will make me feel like I will repurchase this quad knowing how it works is because one, the formula is that wet to dry formula, but a little, what I will consider even a little bit better, because honestly it just went a little bit more foil, a little bit, shouldn't say metallic, but just it has a lot more intensity, and I think this is what the string formula should be. And another thing that I like about this palette are these two shades right here. This is a shade that perhaps you will find it across the board in many eyeshadow palettes, but this shade right here is just stunning. Is this beautiful cool tone pink, as you were able to tell, close to First Frost but not too close. So overall, I'm really happy with my purchase. I will highly recommend it to you. And yes, my friends, I mean, it's beautiful, and I'm so happy that I wasn't disappointed, because these palettes, they cost a pretty penny. I will let you know as soon as I see them popping out at different retailers. For right now, like I said, it is available at Tom Ford's website. I will be leaving all the links of my makeup, as well as the palette, the Honeymoon palette. Everything will be on the description box below, and I will be updating it again as soon as I see the Mercurial quad coming into other retailers. And now I would love to know from you, are you planning to get this new Tom Ford Extreme quad in Mercurial, or you're gonna pass over, or you're gonna perhaps wait to see if it pops up at Sephora? Let me know. And while you're leaving that comment down below, I hope that you will consider and subscribe to my channel. Make sure you ring that post notification bell, because believe me, you don't want to miss any of my uploads. And quick reminder right here, I'm running a giveaway with Shantekai. So if you haven't watched my live video or been on my Instagram and checking out what's up here with Hayes Jackeline channel, well, you better go ahead and do it, because this coming Sunday is the last day, not only for enter to the giveaway, but also because I have a very special gift with purchase with Shantekai. So all the details will be again on that live video as well. Come and follow me on my Instagram, because right there I give you close-up images of the products that I'm reviewing, other products as well, and I keep you posted on the new makeup releases. And I also give you reminders of sales. So by the way, don't forget the Sephora sale is going on right now. Rouge members, they get 20% off with the code HOLIDAYFAN. So if you want to watch what are my recommendations and my wish list, I will leave it either up on the cards or somewhere on this video. And if you like this video, if you learned something, or if it was helpful to you, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Also share with family and friends. And until the next time, I hope you have a beautiful, wonderful day. Bye-bye.